186 is the official weight for Brendan Allen. What is going on, boys? It's just my 2 cents. Joining you this morning is 9:20 a.m. I am watching / listening to the early weigh-ins for UFC 261. Trying to listen and talk over John Anik's voice. Tristan Connolly is up to the scales right now. Nobody has missed weight, and everybody has weighed in for the 3 title bouts. The 3 title bouts are official. Everyone made weight. Usman and Masvidal were fucking bang on weight. Like I said, nobody's missed. And Tristan Connolly follows suit, 146 pounds. Yeah, I thought the weigh-ins were going to be at the normal time. You know, it's been at noon pretty much every week for all the Vegas cards. And it's in Jacksonville, so that probably has something to do with it. Also, it's a pay-per-view. There's ceremonial weigh-ins at 4, so I will be back at 4 to react to those as well. But I've been enjoying doing these weigh-in reactions, so I thought I would just do one for this as well. Fuck it, I don't know how many people are going to come in here, if anybody comes in here, but I did want to put this up and will serve as a video if nothing else. Everybody has looked in great fucking shape. Everyone's come up to the scale. No one really looked like in bad shape. Carl Robertson, someone that I was really worried about, considering his struggles with making weight for the debacles that were the Vettori fight and the build-up to that fight. He was bang on weight, dude, and he looked like a brick shithouse. So Carl Robertson made weight. I said all the championship bouts are official. Liang Na looking confused, but she missed by 0.5. So Liang Na is the first fighter to miss weight. Officially, they are bringing up the barricade, cover, whatever. They're bringing in the towel, boys. That's what I'm saying. They're bringing in the towel for Liang Na. She's the first fighter to miss weight. Let's see what happens here. She is going to derobe and see what that do. But yeah, it's Friday morning. Got fights tomorrow, boys. Got fights tonight. Got PFL tonight. But UFC fights tomorrow. UFC 261. I'm watching the early weigh-ins right now. Liang Na is currently behind the barrier with her arms up. She made it. She stripped down and made it. So Liang Na makes weight at 116. She did not officially miss weight. She made the weight on the second attempt. So there you go. Yeah. Jimmy Crute has made weight. Anthony Smith has not yet weighed in. Rong Su has made weight. As well as his opponent, Kazula Vargas, Rodrigo Vargas. So Vargas and Zhu is official. And Liang Na's opponent, Ariane Carnelossi, made weight. She was bang on weight. Jeff Molina made weight. Randy Brown. I got Rude Boy Brown coming up to the scales. Cowboy Oliveira did make weight. He did make weight. So if Randy Brown makes weight, this bout is official. This is your prelim headliner. Should be a good one. It's going to be a competitive fight. Randy Brown is one of my less confident picks. I'm taking Randy Brown, but I'm not overly confident about it. Cowboy Oliveira is wily. They both were 171. Randy Brown looking fit, cut, ready to go. That should be a good fight. That should be a really good fight. But yeah, it is early. A lot of people probably aren't up on the West Coast. It's just after 6:23 on the West, 6:24 on the West Coast. So yeah, this might even end up just being a video, man. But Brendan Allen made weight. I mean, excuse me, Carl Robertson. I believe Brendan Allen made weight too. They just haven't updated that. Let me see if it updates here. What's up, Smiths? What's up, dude? Shout out to the other side of the pond, man. Shout out to the whole UK. The whole UK, Ireland. It's I know I'm gonna be wrong with this, but it's like the UK, the British Isles, then there's Ireland, and then there's Scotland, right? So shout out to the whole shit. Shout out to Scotland and all that. Deny Bakary to the scales. Smith says he's liking the look of Roberson. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, indeed. How are you this afternoon, Smiths? We got Deny Bakary, Mongolian fighter, up to the scales. I'm taking Deny Bakary. Think he could actually get a knockout against Kevin Natividad, but that should be a good fight. Should be a good fight. I think it's early prelims. But I like what I've seen from Deny Bakary. He lost a decision, and then he just knocked out, what's the fuck? I forget the name of the guy, but he fucking knocked his ass out. 136, Deny Bakary is on weight. Hey, brother, it's another day. The sun is shining. Never know how many of those we're going to get. Definitely, bro. It's a good day. It's pretty sunny. It looks like a nice day. It's chilly. It's chilly on the eastern seaboard, but it's a nice day outside for sure. Matter of fact, I'm gonna crack these windows, dude. I'm gonna crack these old blinds right here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Not a cloud in the sky, brother. Well, there's a few clouds. A few little clouds actually. But no, man, it's a pretty nice day outside. The sunshine in. But yeah, everyone, all Smiths, if you didn't see the early part of it, all the championship fights are official. Everyone looked good. Masvidal and Usman looked fit and ready to go. Masvidal was the first one to the scales. Andrade and Valentina both looked ready to go. Valentina looked a little, not sucked up, but she looked a little like, okay, let's get this over with. Yep, I'm here. She cracked a smile, but it was like, all right, let's get this fucking shit over with. Man, bro, Jessica Andrade is my favorite women's MMA fighter. I really want to pick her bad. I'm not going to, though. I'm not going to. I'd rather, this is my first instinct, Valentina. And I'm going to go with my first instinct. I'll eat crow with everybody else if I'm wrong. But I'm not going to be the guy that, takes the risks. I feel like that'd be, almost like an arrogant thing. Oh, I want to be the one that proves everybody wrong. Whereas more than likely, I'm going to be the one looking stupid. And I'd rather, okay, I would actually like to eat crow here. I would like to eat crow here. So I'm going to pick Valentina reluctantly. And if I eat crow, it'll be with everybody else. And I hope that I'm wrong. Because I love Jessica Andrade. She doesn't get enough credit, man. Andrade does not get enough credit. Everybody loves these other bruisers like Amanda Nunes and JDR. But it's Andrade, she's a man. It's like, come on, dude. Yeah, she's a fucking beastly looking woman. No doubt, dude. She has ridiculous traps and shoulders, and she is very she is masculine looking for a man, for sure. But she's a great fucking fighter, man. She's a former champion, does not get the credit she deserves. She's a motherfucker, dude. And Valentina's gonna have her hands full. I like Valentina to get a decision. I think Jessica might even actually might even hurt her, dude. Might hurt her. Because Jessica will force the fight, for better or worse. It could end up looking like the Joanna fight where she just gets pieced up, marching forward. I don't know though, man. It's gonna be a good fight. But I'm gonna pick Valentina. I'm gonna go with Bullet. But yeah, man, it's been an uneventful weigh-in so far. Got started early. Masvidal was the first one of the scales. Everyone's made weight. Liang Na missed on her first attempt, made it on the second attempt. So that one should be good to go. But other than that, not a whole lot to report. You, how you doing, man? You got your plays ready? You feeling good about you feeling good about this weekend? Have you got your plays ready, or are you still formulating a plan? She will get hurt, but then gets cracked herself. Bullet maybe get the finish. Yeah, that happens, man, right? That happens. She'll press forward to land her shot and then gets countered. You know, I can see that for sure. Like I'm actually envisioning like maybe a Bullet head kick, you know, set her up, get Jessica thinking she's going to stand there in the pocket with her, and then just step back and just crack her with that fucking head kick. So yeah, I love Andrade. She's my favorite fighter, my favorite women's fighter. But I'm gonna go with Valentina. And if I'm wrong, that'll be awesome, man. I'd love to see Andrade get the title again. This will be her second title, dude. She already won the fucking title. She slammed Rose on her fucking noggin and knocked her unconscious. She literally bate a stock at her. So nice. Says he got a ritual later tonight. Nice. You see money? Nice. I see that for you too, bro. Get that fucking bag, dog. Get that fucking money. Yeah, you know, like I say that I make these picks for fun, but I don't like looking stupid, man. Like I don't mind. I look stupid a lot, so I don't really mind, but I like getting my picks right. So I take it, you know, I take it about as seriously as you can for someone that doesn't bet. I'll put it like that. For someone that does not gamble, I take it about as seriously as you fucking can. But yeah, sometimes I'll make some crazy picks and shit. But then again, you know, sometimes gamblers make some crazy bets. So it is what it is. But I am feeling like things might be a little chalky this weekend. I'm feeling like things might be a little chalky this weekend. I only have 2 underdogs. I looked at it and I've made my picks. I do know what my picks are. Of course, my Wi-Fi is fucking going out. Awesome. That's all right. The soothing voice of Junkie John Morgan, comforting, keeping everything under control, keeping everything under relax. John Morgan, John Anik does not have a microphone apparently, and John Morgan would kindly like for anyone to that has one to give it to John Anik because he probably needs it more than you fucking do. And as I sling my fucking quartz chillum there, dude, allegedly, dude, yeah, John Morgan, everything's okay. John says, "Let me check, bro." Yeah, Smith not liking that, but I mean, doesn't that correct me if I'm wrong? This is just could that not be opportunities for some parlays? Isn't that what an educated gambler would like to do in that situation? If it appears to be chalky, it seems like an educated gambler will look for parlay situations. 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 sure favorites and parlay them together. Dude, I think a nasty little parlay, and this is not advice. Do not take my advice, but just my opinion. I think a nasty little parlay would be that champ parlay, triple champ. Bullet, Wiley and Usman. Bada bing, bada boom. Triple champ parlay. Andrade knockout might not be a bad hedge. Roberson knockout might not be a bad pick. You know? Shout out to the 3 people in the building. What are y'all doing, man? What you know good? What you doing, Bobos? Talk to me. This old Bobo is just listening to John Morgan, the soothing Texan voice of John Morgan. See what he says. All the title fights are official. Told you. The entire early prelim card is official, says Junkie John. Outside of Stefan Sekulic, the prelim card is official. Tristan Connolly and Pat Sabatini. I will say this. Now, Tristan Connolly, the last one, his fight against Pereira, I think Pereira was a catch weight, but he looked a little drained. He looked a little bit drained. I'll say that. But he should look bigger on fight night. Pat Sabatini looked very happy, very fit, ready to fucking go for anyone that's interested. Dwight Grant did make weight. Randy Brown, Cowboy Oliveira both made weight. Roberson and All-In Allen made weight. We are waiting on Sekulic, my way on those. I can't remember if Weidman weighed in or not. Excuse me, Jimmy Crute weighed in. Can't remember if Smith weighed in or not. To tell you the truth, I'm still waking up and I haven't really been super paying attention. You know? So I agree. People are sleeping on it. People are like, Pat, hey, oh Christ, boys, don't tell me this. Don't tell me this. God damn it. God damn it. God damn it. No, God damn it. So, dude. Oh shit, yeah, I forgot, man. You worked the graveyard. I forgot you worked that graveyard shift, don't you? What's up here? What's up, Nick? Shout out to the land down under. International, this motherfucker, boys. Coast to coast. And across the pond to the UK and across Asia and the Pacific Ocean to Australia. What's going on, boys? How the fuck y'all doing? Salud. Salud. Hey, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate you. Yep. Yep, Junkie John just laying down the soothing recap. All the title bouts are official. That's tight. All the early prelim bouts are official. Just waiting on a couple barrages on the prelim card and waiting on Anthony Smith and Chris Weidman, I do believe, and Uriah Hall, I do believe. But all the champions and challengers looked fit and ready to rock and roll. Valentina, I won't say she looked drained, but she did not look happy. I'll say she did not look happy. It looks like, okay, I did the weigh-ins, I made it, now get me the fuck out of here. That's what it looked. I'm just being honest. Rose was scowling, of course. But yeah, her and Wiley both looked fit and ready to go. Masvidal and Usman both looked very fit and were both bang on, slam on weight. Carl Roberson looked like a brick shithouse, and he was bang on weight. He was one of the first 5 or 6 fighters to weigh in, I do believe. Yeah, usual suspects in the building. How we doing this morning, boys? How we feeling, boys? And another one of the usual. I mean, the lineup is here, dude. Got fucking, Stephen Baldwin, Benicio del Toro, just line of the usual suspects, man. What do you say, Jackie boy? How y'all feeling, man? How y'all feeling this morning? You liking your plays? You liking your shits? You liking your picks? I got mine together. I got my picks, boys. I got my damn picks. I think I might wait until the ceremonial weigh-ins to actually drop them. This might be just more of a sort of a hype reaction to the weigh-in sort of jank is what I'm thinking. All right, here we go. We got another fighter, welterweight fighter to the couch, Stefan Sekulic. This will, if I'm not mistaken, this will be the last fighter that needs to weigh in, making all of the prelim cards official. Prelim fights official. Here we go. Sekulic looks fit. Looks a little soft, perhaps a little soft. 171. There you go. Stands to reason. Stefan Sekulic is 171. Dwight Grant made weight, so that one is official. And might as well round it off with London's finest. Rush says, although struggling to tell who wins with all these Asian fighters plus money have mass on Blimey. Some have masks on. Sorry, I read that wrong. Some have masks on. Blimey. Yeah. What was with Usman? And I love Usman. Usman's my dude. I'm an Usman stan. I'm an official Usman stan. Y'all know it. I don't hide it. Yes, I stand. I stand that motherfucker. I know. I'm shameless about that. But why did he put the mask on afterwards? Like, why did he put the thing on to like? Was it for after the like? Why didn't you have that on like? And then take it down for the weigh-ins. Like you didn't have it on and you weighed in and then you put it on afterwards. I saw that was weird just for the photo op. That was weird. Anyway, whatever. Yeah. Usman is Usman. I'll be going for first place. Hey man, best of luck, dude. The Fab Five, the Fabulous Five is all that's left. I got a couple of them in the building right now. Shout out to Mr. Arkansas and those left competing in Mr. Arkansas's Mecca. Season 3 has been a motherfucker. From what John Morgan is whispering into the microphone, cracking jokes, and it is funny, but it's also distracting me. So yeah, best of luck, man. Shout out to Ark, shout out to the Rabid Dog, and shout out to all the Mecca competitors. Best of luck to you boys. So yeah, let me know what y'all's plays are, man. Who y'all feeling good about? Who you undecided about? I have made all my picks. I've made my mind up. Let me catch up with the chat here. Getting rocking and rolling. Had 6 people in here and dropped off. Tapology community picks are surprising me more are actually picking Hall and Connolly than Sabatini and Weidman. Here did not expect that. Rush says, what dogs you got, big boy? Moise says, bet all the Asian fighters. Shout out to Big Moise, wherever you are. Strummer says he got a couple lined up. I think we're going to see some win this week. It's not going to be all chalk. I agree. It will. No, there's going to be some. I have a couple underdogs picked. It's not going to be as chalky as it might appear, but I still think it's going to be a chalkier card. Just have to narrow it down a hair. We should tell you got no idea on Kilong Ori. That is one that I'm leaning towards Aori Killing on that one, but we'll see. Rush asking if he's still on the victim. He can't divulge that info. Strummer says, fuck off, I got work to do. No, I'm just playing. Never on Rose once, Rush. Strummer says he does not like the victim. She could win. She's a better fighter, but inferior physically. I would agree with that. I would say she is the crisper, cleaner boxer for sure. So she definitely has better boxing. With Whitman, man, he'll get them hands nice, tight, and crispy for sure. Rush says, you were, bud. Rush says, I must be confused with someone else then. He says, Wiley going to go off. I think that Wiley is going to beat the fucking brakes off Rose Namajunas. No, brother, I wasn't. You got me confused with bipolar. He says confusion with bipolar. Wiley for the dub. Think Rose will win some rounds. Would not be surprised either. Wiley will overpower her. I tend to agree with that. Finish may come for Wiley. I also agree with that. But yes, we're in a stall right now. We're in a bit of a holding pattern. I need to come down and refuel. Yeah, man. It's 9:45 here on the Eastern Seaboard in the morning. Pretty nice day outside watching these early weigh-ins. I will be back for the ceremonial weigh-ins. I think I will make all my picks official then. Some of them I'll just drop here and there. I mean, it doesn't really fucking matter, but yeah, shout out to you boys. Got a nice little crew in here. Nice little crew of usual suspects here early in the morning time. Nick Alexander agrees with London's baddest. Rush has Wiley inside the distance. If you must know, sir, I got Rose and love all the disrespect she's getting. Rose says, fuck what you talking about, Braj. Wiley inside 3 rounds. That's not bad. I'm not mad at that at all. Says good luck here. Rose is getting a ton of support. Rose, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I tend to fade Rose sometimes when I shouldn't, and it bites me in my little bottom. But I feel pretty good about this one. I feel like she's going to win a round or two, And then I think that Wiley is going to kind of pick up where Jessica Andrade left off and beat the fucking brakes off Rose. I think that Rose is a fucking head case. I think that with the crowd back, I think it's going to just be a little bit of a different vibe. And she's used to that. She's won she won the belt with the crowd. But I don't know, man. I just, I've always just been kind of like, whatever on Rose. Like there was a time that I liked her, and then there was a time I was just like, and now I'm just like, I don't care. I'd never like. There's people that like simp ridiculous for Rose, and then there's people that just like hate her for no reason at all. Well, I mean, not for no reason at all, but there's people that do like it's a little like overblown the hate for her. You know what I mean? Rose is a victim for sure. Rose is definitely a victim of pedophilia. So you have to take that into account too. Rose is a great fighter, but mentally Rose is like 16 years old still. Rose is like a 16, 17, 18-year-old mentally. So you just have to take that into account too. But yeah, Rose is a good fighter, and she has really, really good boxing. She has, in my opinion, the best striking coach in the game. And Trevor Whitman, just like Trevor Whitman is going to come up with a nasty little game plan for Masvidal, he's going to come up with a nasty little game plan for Wiley too. I guarantee that Trevor Whitman will have made reads on Wiley's striking tendencies and will put together combinations and is drilling the fuck. Whitman is a driller, and drillers make killers. And if Rose she kind of did like she did with the Joanna, and had that lead left hook, she might have something nasty for Wiley. So don't be surprised if she lights Wiley up a little bit early. But I think that Wiley is going to weather the storm and beat the fucking brakes off Rose and knock her out late. So I'm going to say like Wiley by 4th round stoppage. I think she's going to fade. Let me catch up with the chat. It is jumping. It is bumping. 7 in the building. That is a fucking wonderful sight. I don't see nothing going on the MMA Junkie stream. Rush says Rose is a better fighter. Technically, Wiley just a better athlete, can make the difference. I agree. Nick agrees. Might pick Wiley by decision in the Mecca, though I've not decided yet. I haven't been thinking about that as much, or considering that as much. That season 3 of the Mecca is definitely more challenging with the Tapology score system and the additional like method and the round, like that makes things, that's where it's like, okay, you can't really get lucky with those. You know what I'm saying? Like you can maybe here and there, but like if you're hitting like the knockouts and the submissions and getting the rounds, like that ain't luck, man. That is like you made a really good read. You've seen how long the losing fighter tends to last before they start folding up. And how you've just made really good reads on tendencies. There's not, especially if you're doing it at a consistent level. So I really like that. It makes it way more challenging and tricky, but it also like definitely separates the wheat from the chaff. And yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. But man, just thinking about having to pick the round if you're going for a finish and all that shit, tricky, man. It's fucking tricky. Rush says Wiley used to work as a fitness trainer. Won't be surprised she fucking has a 6-pack, dude. Fuck, it keeps jumping on me. Fuck. Roberson is a goof. Kind of. Rush doesn't like him. I'll tell you what, though, man. I'm going to save that one. Okay, here we go. Weidman on the scales. Looks like he made weight. Hold on. Sorry, I missed that. 186 for Weidman. Chris Weidman looks good. Looking like Chris Weidman, looking pretty much like Chris Weidman. Rose made the same mistake Joanna did. Got Uriah Hall up to the scales. Strummer says, nah, here. Ain't going to happen, playboy. And I'll be here to remind you that afterwards. Ha, ha, ha. Just kidding, playboy. Uriah Hall up to the scales. Looking fit, looking trim. Looking stoic. Here we go. Uriah Hall. Hush falls over the crowd, rolling his eyes, not happy. 185, perhaps a little frustrated with the scale technician, but Uriah Hall weighs 185 pounds. He looks fit. He flexes. Uriah Hall is a weird guy. He's another guy where it's like, I used to really not like Uriah Hall at all, and then I kind of liked him, and now I'm just kind of like, whatever. But he's a fucking strange fellow. He is a strange, strange fellow. Like I said, I don't dislike him. He's just weird. And I'm weird, so whatever. But he's weird. That's how I know he's fucking weird. He is. He's a very strange guy. Irregardless, me and Prediction Guru on Thug Rose, best of luck to you. I will certainly eat crow if y'all are right and I'm wrong. Rose face ain't going to look the same, I suspect, after this. I think Wiley's going to beat the fucking shit out of her. Prediction Guru on a slump, my dog. He says he on a slump, my guy. Rogue Sturmer says facts. Eric, same thing I said to Guru when he picked JJ against Zhang. And wouldn't you know he was right? Zhang beat JJ. You know, so we got Lionheart coming to the scales, but I really need to rewatch that fight, man. I thought it was close. I could have damn near seen a draw. Some people swear to God that Joanna won that fight. Man, she kind of took a beating, dude. She kind of fucking took a walloping. So, I don't know. That was a close one. Smith looks soft, man. Even for Anthony Smith. He's 206 and soft. Yeah, I got Jimmy Crute all day in that one, boys. I think that Anthony Smith is a good fighter, but I think Jimmy Crute gonna mollywop that motherfucker, dude. I think Jimmy Crute gonna beat the fucking Christ out of Anthony Smith. So yeah, in a 3-rounder, give me Crute. He's not gonna have to worry about, the beating that he will put on Anthony Smith. Even if Smith survives it, it's not gonna be like he'll just be, oh God, I have nothing left. And Smith is like, nah, man. Smith is a guy that's tough in the sense that if you don't really beat on him early, he'll last 5 rounds. But if you start shellacking Anthony Smith, dude, he's been finished 13 fucking times. If you start putting it on Anthony Smith, he will go away. He will. He just will. Like, everyone's like, well, he lasted so long with Glover. Look, dude, Glover's a really good fighter. Glover is perpetually underrated, but he's fucking 38 years old, dude. Jimmy Crute is going to beat the fucking shit out of Anthony Smith. And if I'm wrong, man, y'all know I'll come on here and eat crow dutifully, but Crute is going to fuck him up, man. Jimmy Crute is going to mollywop Anthony Smith. What the fuck is this, man? Is that it? I think that was it. That might have been it, boys. I think that was all the weigh-ins. And since they're not doing a ceremonial face-off thing, yeah, we'll wait for that at 4. So everybody made weight. And fingers crossed, boys, there's no canceled fights. So I think what I'll probably do is make this an hour-long stream. I think I'll probably stream for an hour, another 30 minutes. Because I'll be honest with you, I had a little bit of something to eat, but I need to have second breakfast. What about second breakfast? That's what I'm talking about. Where are the weapons of mass destruction? That's what I'm talking about. Osama bin Laden. Why don't they call him Osama bin Laden? We'll see here. I'll give you props if you're right for sure, dude. Oh, for sure. I scored it for Joanna too. She exposed Wiley to me. Wiley not that good of a kickboxer. Let's be real. I don't think that she's necessarily like a great quote unquote kickboxer. Like, I don't know how good she would do in a kickboxing match, but she is very athletic and aggressive, and she's a good striker. She's a good striker. Rose attacked Wiley's Chinese culture in an interview. Joanna G and Jacek did that, and Wiley took it personal. Look how that unfolded. And Joanna fought the best fight of her life. In this fight, we're going to see a top-level Wiley. I think Wiley is going to have a point to prove. I think Wiley is going to fucking stomp Rose Namajunas. See what you Brages are saying. Her athleticism and toughness is what, yeah. And I think, look, toughness. We're talking about toughness. The guy, Jelly. You're talking about, I wish Runeka was here. The guy put shit on my face, and you're talking about Jelly. Rose might have won that scoring that one, but Wiley landed more damage. JJ was off the charts on the she took a walloping. Like, people are like, well, if it wasn't for that hematoma, she wouldn't like that. You can't look at shit like that in a vacuum. Like, oh, well, if you took out the fact that she was beaten so badly she was punched so many times, so hard on her forehead that she turned into fucking the Jim from The Head. Had Roy the alien living in her skull. That's an awesome show, by the way. Shout out to The Head. MTV's The Head. But dude, y'all remember that shit? Dude, the only the fucking old school fucking boomers like me will know about that shit. The Head and the Max. Y'all remember that shit? But yeah, dude, that happened. She beat her head so bad that it turned into a fucking alien skull. So yeah, I don't know. I got to go back and rewatch it, but yeah, you can't always just look at the stats. You have to some extent in a close fight, but damage to me is always going to override in the end to me. But that's just me. Everyone has their own opinion. Doesn't mean that I'm right, but I'm just saying that's how I look at it. Sturmer said he was at the casino. Hall and Weidman both in great shape. I agree. They both looked in good shape. They did. Let's go Hall, champ weight. I am with Uriah Hall. That's what it is. I think it's mental with Hall. I think he's going to knock out Chris Weidman. I think Hall is going to clip and knock out Chris Weidman. Wiley had more damage because Joanna just isn't as durable. Plus, Wiley got that tough skin, doesn't cut much. Joanna's face turns into a mess all the time. She gets hit so much. The hematoma to her has happened before her as well. It has, but not like that. I agree. I agree with Sherman. I think Wiley is going to be. Rush. I agree with that though, dude. Smith looked like shit. He looked like shit. I'm all over Jimmy Crute on that fight. He's a bad dude, man. I don't think. Like, dude, Misha Cirkunov is fucking nasty. A lot of people don't give Misha Cirkunov enough credit. Like, that dude is fucking nasty. Yes, Smith is a legit black belt. Yes, he could sub Jimmy Crute. I just don't. I think that Crute is a good enough with jiu-jitsu to avoid getting subbed by Smith. Like, Volkan, I love Volkan. He's a great striker, but he is not known for his jiu-jitsu. Gustafsson, dude, his submission defense is fucking horrendous. And Gus, you want to talk about someone that's mentally checked out? So yeah, Smith, man, like, I don't know, dude. I was kind of beating the drum for a little while, like he was underrated, because what I did was I've gotten burned with picking Anthony Smith, but I've been right too. Like, I knew that he was going to beat Devin Clark. I knew that he was going to beat Alexander Gustafsson. You know what I'm saying? So I picked him a couple of times and be like, man, y'all are underrating this dude. But when you really look at it, Smith is like, he's not a jobber, but he's about this fucking close from being a jobber. He's not a jobber, but he's this fucking close from being a jobber. So I'm all over Jimmy Crute here. As far as the pick goes, all over it. Yeah, I agree. Like, his submissions are like, yeah, I think Crute is going to get it done. I am on killing. You say you're all over Molina. New scoring is way better. Play Rose on DK. So, dude. Shit. Chilling. Says Jimmy Crute going to wrestle him. Yeah, he is. He is on the cusp of jobberdom. Hey, Rush said it, man. Rush put it perfectly right there. Jimmy Crute going up, Smith going down. Jimmy Crute, man, and that's what I was saying on my last stream. This is a great fight for Jimmy Smith. I mean, Jimmy Smith. Jimmy Crute. Jimmy Smith. Jimmy Crute. Shout out to Jimmy Smith. I like Jimmy Smith. It's a great test for Crute. You beat the brakes off Smith. It's like, okay, Smith, you know, he is just about a jobber, but he has some decent wins. Your floor is very well established. Your floor, his floor will be established if he beats the brakes off Smith. It's like, okay, he is at least this good. You know what I mean? Like, he is at least a top 10 light heavyweight in a division that is looking more and more stacked by the day. Rakic, Ankalaev. You've still got Volkan. You've still got Reyes. Yuri. It's getting deep, boys. It's getting deep and dangerous. And Crute's going to throw himself right in that fucking mix. Because I was looking at it. Other than the top, like, you've got Yuri versus Reyes and a couple of guys that, like, the top 15, 14, 13 are matched up. But a lot of those guys in the middle don't have fights right now. So Jimmy Crute wins this fight. Hey, you could see some nasty matchups coming down the road, man. And Dominic Reyes versus Yuri Prochazka is a great fight. That division is awesome right now, man. I love light heavyweight, dude. I've always loved light heavyweight, but it is getting nasty now. It's getting real nasty. So Rush, there's ceremonial weigh-ins. Ceremonial weigh-ins at 4. I will be back reacting to that. I imagine they will, you know, re-weigh them in, you know, obviously the ceremonious, and then they'll do the face-off, like, on the stage in front of everybody. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, boys, who's y'all's most confident pick? If you feel comfortable with sharing that, obviously. I know people are strategic with how they release that. Yes, indeed. Thinking Rush, I believe. But I'm excited, boys. I'm really excited for this fight card. It's a good pay-per-view. The main card is fucking awesome. The main card is awesome. Like, dude, they can't all be like UFC 259 or whatever that one was. It was like, they can't all be that, man. You can't, if you're comparing every UFC card to, like, one of the best UFC cards that's ever been, that's not like that's a bad faith argument, man. Like, come on, dude. You just have to take these for what they are. And for look at the average. Look at the average UFC pay-per-view. I'd say this is a little bit above average. You got 3 title fights, one of whom is considered a women's MMA GOAT, one of whom is starting to make her case. If she can keep winning, keep defeating these top strawweights, Weili Zhang will start to enter that conversation eventually. D-Bake says Zhang is his most confident. She is definitely one of my more confident picks. Absolutely. Crute is my dude Nick Alexander's most confident pick. Ear is most confident in Bullet Valentina. I like the variety, boys. I like the variety of confidence. Smith is liking Crute, Usman, Valentina, and Weili. I like those picks too, Braj. Rush, that is exactly why I am all over Weili Zhang. I think she's going to pick up right where Jessica left off and fuck Rose up. Yeah, I hate it too. I really, she's my favorite fighter. She's my favorite women's MMA fighter, but I think that Valentina will probably kind of style on her. I think it'll kind of look more or less like the who's another fight. I think it'll kind of look more or less like what Joanna did to Andrade. Yeah, and Jessica's good, but Jessica can be hurt and put away too. And if Valentina, I actually see Valentina maybe knocking her out with a head kick. As much as I hate that, like I love Jessica Andrade. She's my favorite fighter, my favorite WMMA fighter. But yeah, I can't do it, man. I gotta pick Valentina. Gotta pick Valentina. She's so good. Valentina's fucking good. Andrade has a chance if she sticks to the wrestling. If she threatens the wrestling, yeah. If she did, like here we go again with this breakdown. I kind of had a similar feeling to Kelvin's chances. Like if she mixes in the wrestling, she doesn't even necessarily have to take her down, but make Valentina think that she will take her down enough that she drops her hands. That's all she really needs to get her to do. Make her think that you're going to wrestle enough to get her to drop your hands when you fake the takedown. And then come over with the overhand. But she has got to make that a real threat. She can't just go out there and like fake the takedown. She actually has to attempt the takedown a few times to get her to be like, oh, this takedown threat is real. I actually have to fight this off. This is something I actually have to deal with. So the next time she goes to do it, she actually goes to defend it for real and she smacks her. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. If she threatens it. Exactly. That's it. Rush says the price on Rose is garbage. Ear says she's going to shock people. I don't see her winning. I'll be the most shocked if she pulls it off. You say Andrade? Rosa said Andrade throws harder than Valentina. I agree with that. Jessica hits hard. Jessica is one of the hardest hitting fighters in the UFC, in the women's divisions. Who punches harder than Andrade? Not who's the better fighter, not who's the better striker, who punches harder than Andrade? I can only think of a few. Amanda, Jermaine. That's it. Jermaine Durandamy and Amanda Nunes. Those are the only two, and Cyborg isn't in the UFC anymore, so she's one of the top 3 hardest hitting women that's fighting right now. You're really going to be reaching other than that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Wiley. Wiley hits hard. You're saying put some respect. Hey, you already see the avatar. You already know who old 2 Cents' most confident pick is. You already know that shit. And I ain't even hiding the method either. Look, I'm gonna say this on the I'm gonna be back at 4 for the ceremonial stream weigh-ins too. Look at the 2 fighters in this avatar. The welterweight champ, Kamaru Usman, and a fucking overhyped jobber. Kamaru Usman is going to fucking obliterate this motherfucker. Kamaru Usman, and I'm not 100% confident in this, but I'm fairly confident. I'm fairly confident in saying this. And I'll eat crow. I'll even eat crow, even if I get this Usman pick right. I will eat a little bit of crow for getting this prediction wrong. If I'm wrong. But I think that Kamaru Usman, you're listening? Everybody listen up. I believe that Kamaru Usman will be the first fighter in the UFC to stop Jorge Masvidal. I'm thinking a late TKO or possibly a submission. I know you'll probably think I'm crazy, and I am crazy. I'm definitely crazy, but I'm telling you, everyone's like, well, everyone is just thinking about this from the perspective of Masvidal. Oh, well, Masvidal didn't have a full camp, so he'll have a full camp now. So now Usman's in trouble. Now Usman's in trouble. As if Usman is just sitting on the couch. Oh, well, I have to give Jorge Masvidal the same only 2. No, Usman is preparing for Jorge Masvidal, and he has been for 3 fucking months with Trevor Whitman at altitude. They've been cooking up a game plan for this fucking jabroni for 3 months. Probably since the first fight, honestly. Usman is going to fuck this dude up. Usman is going to fucking crush Masvidal. Like, y'all don't even understand how bad he's going to beat this motherfucker. Kamaru Usman is going to make an example out of this dude. He never deserved the title shot in the first place. He definitely doesn't deserve it now. And Usman was absolutely right. The only reason he got a fucking second title shot is because he made it happen. Usman does have that much clout at welterweight that he can pick his next opponent. And obviously it makes it easy with a popular fighter. That's not really like, oh, he could do that no matter who it is. No, that's not true. But if he dude, it's all rematches pretty much at this point. Even Leon Edwards is a fucking rematch. So, I mean, whatever. Yeah, it's not the fight I want to see, but I'd rather see the Covington rematch. I think most people would rather see the Covington rematch. But dude, I'm telling you, man, he's gonna fuck this dude up. And Masvidal has never had the best gas tank, and everyone's like, he has great striking. Yeah, he does have great striking. He has good offensive striking. Masvidal hits the deck though, dude. Masvidal gets fucking sat on his ass quite a bit. Wonder Boy dropped him. Till dropped him. Fucking Rodrigo Dam knocked him out. Fucking Michael Chiesa dropped him. He gets sat on his ass, dude. Kamaru Usman is going to knock this dude out. He's going to knock him out. He's going to sub him. It's going to be a knockout. It's going to be a club and sub. Probably late, but he's going to do it, man. Masvidal can't keep up with his pace. Like I said, just because Masvidal only had 2 weeks to prepare for Usman only had 2 weeks to prepare for Masvidal. So he went back to his base for most of that fight. Now they're going to have a game plan, and he's going to fuck Masvidal up. Real bad. Real bad. He's going to fuck him up, man. Masvidal is a jobber, dude. Masvidal is a fucking jobber. That dude has pulled more wool over people's eyes than I've ever seen in my fucking life, dude. He has pulled the wool over people's eyes. That motherfucker, dude, the only reason he knocked out Darren Till is because Till was drained at 170. Till ain't no fucking 170, man. That was a ridiculous weight for him to be fighting at. Take away the Till knockout. Knocked out Ben Askren, one of the worst fighters we've ever seen in the UFC. Definitely one of the worst strikers. He just got knocked out by an amateur boxer. Amateur white-collar boxer. He's a jobber, dude. Anytime he goes up against a legit top 5, top 10, he's whooped. Other than Till, like I said, Till was drained. Till sat him on his ass. Usman's going to fuck this dude up, man. Usman's striking is getting better every single camp. Working with Whitman, man, at altitude, man. He going to fuck this dude up, man. He going to fuck this dude up, man. Telling you. Live. Not from Masvidal. Not from Masvidal. Rush, I would literally light money on fire before I donate to your nuts. I'm just playing. It's all in good fun. Rush says y'all are crazy. I'm definitely crazy. I'll definitely agree with you on that. You know, touche. Cramming up the cram hole, LaFleur. Oh, definitely, for sure. For sure, crazy. Masvidal, yeah, exactly. Fucking jobber. He's been working, I'm telling you, he's been working with pretty much the best striking coach in MMA at altitude. And I'm not like, look, my confidence in a finish for Usman in this fight is 70-30. It's 70-30. It won't shock me, but I'll eat a little crow. I'll eat a little crow and say I was wrong about that for sure. If I'm wrong, if he doesn't get the finish, I'll eat a little crow about that. If Masvidal, if it's one of those close fights where Masvidal really fucking goes for it and hurts Usman a couple times and Usman gets a sketchy decision, I'll definitely eat crow. I definitely will. If he has to like rely on his wrestling and he gets fucked up on the feet, I'll eat crow for that, even if I get the pick right, because I'm definitely picking Usman, but I'm picking Usman by knockout, by late stoppage, either. And I know it's kind of hedging it, but I think he's going to finish this dude. I think it's going to be a late sub or like late club and sub or late knockout. Not because, and it's not going to be Usman just piecing him up the whole time. It'll be mixing everything in. Masvidal will get tired, and then it'll be an exchange, and Usman will clip him. That's kind of, I think it'll be something like that. That's kind of how I envision it going down. But he retired. Exactly. He retired. He came back. He got like, Askren was a hype job for real. Like Masvidal, at least Masvidal does have some legit, like he has legit skills. He has legit striking skills. He's had some legit fucking wins. His performance against Cowboy was fucking fantastic. To me, that's Masvidal's greatest performance. But you know, it's Cowboy. It's Cowboy. Finish? Yeah, I do. I know, bro. 2% chance. Because see, that's Masvidal. I guarantee you, Masvidal is going to blow his load in the first 2 rounds of this fight. He's going to come out and try and do what Burns did, and he actually probably will hurt Usman. And then Usman's going to weather the storm, and then you're going to see the real storm. That's what I think. I think it's just going to be like a 5th round. It's going to be a 5th round stoppage of something, some nature. He'll definitely start working the body, or he'll clinch him up and start hitting him with body shots, I imagine. And look at Usman's jab, man. Look at Usman's jab. If they come out and Usman starts getting to work with that jab, hey, just saying, man. Man, Ear is all over some Thug Rose, dude. I love it, man. I love the energy. I love the fucking, dude. Irregardless is beating the fucking war drum for Rose Namajunas, and I fucking love it, bro. Let's fucking go. Let's go, boys. I'm getting hyped up for this shit, man. I'm getting really excited for these fights, boys. But yeah, I think that I am gonna start to wrap it up. I'm gonna make this an hour-long stream, but I will be back. I want to thank all you guys for stopping through. Had the usual suspects in the building this morning, boys. I fucking love it. I fucking love talking about this shit. I know y'all are excited. I'm excited. I'll reiterate this at 4, but best of luck, man. Like I said, I'm not a gambler. I know a lot of you guys are, and I want all you guys to cash. I would rather be wrong and have all y'all guys get your shit, get your fucking bags. So get that fucking money. Best of luck to you in coming up with your plays and parlays and picks and whatnot. I got my picks ready. I will be dropping them at 4. I will be back at 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for these ceremonial weigh-ins. They're going to do the weigh-ins with the ceremonial scale, and then they're going to face them off, boys, and we're going to see what's really fucking good. So I appreciate everyone for stopping through. Yes, sir. Smith was first in the building. Yes, indeed. Cage My IQ. Bam. So, dude, yeah, man. Appreciate all you. Appreciate you stopping through. Rush. Nick Al. London's Finest. Motherfucking Rogue Strummer. Strummer is strumming. Motherfucking Irregardless. Leading the fucking Thug Rose army into battle. I love it. Yes, sir. My favorite Scotsman. London's Finest. Yes, sir. Don't want to miss anybody. Just going back through. Appreciate all you guys, man. Y'all make this fucking stream possible, dude. Otherwise, I'd be sitting here talking to a wall. That won't be no fun. I mean, I talk to myself as enough as it is. If I'm going to fucking get up on here, might as well be talking to somebody. So I appreciate it, man. It keeps the conversation fresh, and it gets me hyped up, man. It gets me fucking hyped up. I always enjoy hearing other perspectives and the people that are agreeing with me. Let's go, boys. Let's get this fucking. I'm thinking these champs are all going to get it done, man. I've been pretty vocal about that. I mean, I haven't hid those picks at all. Just want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. But yeah, shout out to all you guys, dude. Shout out to the usual suspects. I will be back at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the ceremonial UFC 261 weigh-ins. Nobody missed weight. All the bouts are official. Fingers crossed they all go through. And I'll be back. I hope to see you then. This has been Just My 2 Cents, and y'all have yourselves a good afternoon. Peace!